You've probably heard of atoms before. People say they're the building blocks of everything in the universe. But what exactly does that mean? And what exactly is an atom? Keep watching to find out. The first thing you need to know about atoms is they're really small, like super small. Imagine, for instance, a paperclip. That's pretty small. And yet there are more atoms in that paperclip than there are grains of sand on the entire Earth. Atoms are usually around 10 to the power of negative 10 meters across. That makes them 1 million times smaller than the width of a human hair. So we've established that atoms are these really tiny things. But what exactly are they? Well, you can think of an atom like a tiny little solar system. At the center, there's something called the nucleus. The nucleus contains two basic ingredients, protons and neutrons. Protons are really simple little things, and they have a positive electric charge. Think P for positive. Neutrons are very similar, simple particles, but they have no electric charge at all, so we call them neutral. Think N for neutral. Now, orbiting around the nucleus, like planets in a solar system, are electrons. These are teeny tiny little particles, even smaller than protons and neutrons, and they have a negative electric charge that is the exact opposite of a proton's positive charge. And that's pretty much all there is to know about atoms themselves. You may be wondering how everything in the world can be made up of these identical little atoms. And the fact is, atoms are far from identical. There are actually 118 different types of atoms that we know of so far, each of which have different properties and different chemical reactivity. These different types of atoms are called elements, and we can tell them apart because of the number of protons they contain. For example, an atom with one proton is called hydrogen. 2 protons make helium, and so on, all the way up to 118 protons, which make an element called oganesson. Different elements come in different levels of abundance. Hydrogen is everywhere, for instance, while atoms like oganesson cannot actually exist in a stable form for longer than about a millisecond. But through various combinations of the many elements that do exist stably, groups of different atoms are formed. We call these groups compounds, and these compounds go on to make up everything you've ever seen, felt, tasted, or smelled. They're the fundamental building blocks of the universe. From my atoms to yours, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new.